having fake papers, right? And the PSC did an audit and found out that a good number of civil servants had fake academic qualifications. That was this came out last week, but a story from 2021 basically talks about the same thing as well. 250,000 civil servants faced the axe over fake academic papers in 2021. So nothing much has changed clearly. The Kenya National Qualifications Authority, did you know that was a thing?
I did not know. I did not know.
The Kenya National Qualifications Authority, the state agency involved in vetting academic certificates, yesterday announced a plan to audit civil servants' academic qualifications in a move that will also see the certificate sheets charged up to 3 times their earnings during employment. This was 2021. I am sure this did not actually happen, right? But then we see the same problem come back to haunt us. So we're asking you if you feel that for civil service jobs, academic qualifications should be scrapped. If the people doing them are already not qualified, should we just scrap the qualifications to begin with? Or does that put us at risk of employing people not out of merit, but out of who you know, what you do? And I feel like that's unfortunately already the case.
I'm telling you, and I think you've talked about it very well. In 2021, that's the case. A report came, and of course it's journalists doing their work and actually making sure that all these cases are known. But it's true journalism versus what's really happening on the ground, because you'll talk about it, and now it's 2023, we're talking
Nothing
about
has
it
changed.
again.
Yeah.
Right now, we're getting feedback about the question of the day, which is, should academic qualifications for civil service jobs be scrapped? And simnaongea Andole Jr. says nowadays godfather ndio kusema papers haisaidii, to mean that in Kenya if you have a godfather that's all. Yeah, papers, you don't need the papers when you have a godfather. I don't know if you have feedback on your end.
Yeah, I saw quite a bit of feedback as well. And a lot of people do agree that it's actually true. It's who you know, who you're willing to give money to. Actually, someone had said it's 80% who you know, 20% luck. That's Levy King. He says getting the job of being a civil servant is 80% through corruption, 20% through luck. 98% of the time, people employed through corruption have no education at all, zero qualification. Sylvia Mukali says it should not be scrapped, simply because what will happen to those who went to school and acquire knowledge? It'll be like a waste of time, money, and energy and academic qualifications. So that's her view. Martin says, why then do they offer the courses? You know? Collins Kipchunga says you should not even discuss it, because if it gets a way of being scrapped, we'll get quacks instead of technocrats and experts.
Yeah, it's super crazy how our feedback just pretty much leans on something that we've been talking about, and it's also in today's paper, corruption. Now, Korir Victor says it's not even academic qualifications. It's all about who do you know and what do you have. That's what he says. And of course, also Babawanda, tujasikia feedback yako. Babawanda, unasemaje juu hii maneno? Cliff Obari.
Mbona tu offer hizo courses kama they are not needed? Actually, that was him, Martin Okoye.
Oh, that was him.
Yeah.
Cliff Obari says no, it'll be lowering standards. Tumetune in Bogiote kwa site ya Mjengo. Asante sana watu wa Mjengo. Endeleni kupiga kazi. It means a lot to us when you just create time to talk to us. Now, Skia, I'd like to know if your relative was involved in this. Is that when it becomes okay? Because there's some people who are like, it's okay. Nepotism is something that will be ongoing for the rest of their lives, so might as well embrace.
It's always it's bad until it affects you. You know, corruption is bad until it's you giving the bribe. Nepotism is bad until it's you receiving the job. We are full of double standards. Of course, we'll get back into the conversation and the music, but we also want to give you a reminder that there's some money that you could get if you're in a cash crunch and you're looking for a way to plug a hole in